But it's fun to watch. I mean, we were up on the top deck of our ship watching the sail away party, and while we're watching that, we're watching the other ships depart, and it's just fascinating how big those things are, and like I can't even imagine the math that's got to go into that to getting something like that to balance and then float right. And
Oh, dude, no, and
move.
just listening to all their horns go off too as they go by it's sweet.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Just when you thought the chaos had docked, we're back with part 2 of our vacation saga.
That's right. On this episode of We Stand Corrected, we're diving headfirst into floating margaritas, pirate-level sunburns, and the mystery of who really lost their voice at Coco Cay.
We're talking freedom of the seas, karaoke fails, midnight pizza epiphanies, and the questionable belly flop competition that may or may not have involved a security warning.
Then it's on to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, where we conquered Thrill Water Park, melted in beach chairs, and discovered the true meaning of all-inclusive regret.
Nassau gave us conch fritters and life lessons like never trust a man in a straw hat with a $5 island tour.
And Cocoa Beach, let's just say boogie board and beers and the world's worst sunscreen application.
We laughed, we cried, we possibly broke a lounge chair.
So grab your Dramamine and tune into part 2 of We Stand Corrected, the Cruise Chronicles.
Available now wherever you get your podcasts. Don't miss the boat.
Kurtis and Joe on the mic, let's go. Got questions, they got answers. We fly low skies, the world rides. Ride with us. Two friends in sync, but never the same. Correcting each other, no shame in the game. Laugh, learn, explore, the world's connected. Truth and fun, we stand corrected. Oh, we got that vibe, you're gonna get hooked. Facts and feels with a twist in the book. Tune in now, it's unexpected. Welcome to the pod, we stand corrected. Ooh, we got that vibe, you're gonna get hooked. Facts and feels with a twist in the book. Tune in now, it's unexpected. Welcome to the pod, we stand corrected.
But you bought the key pass on there, which you were like praising it, which I still have a hard time like seeing the value and the money of it.
I would absolutely do it again.
And see, like, and I'm totally opposite. Like,
I know you are. It's okay.
Well, explain your reasoning, and I'll explain mine.
You know, so I initially got it because my wife, the thing that stressed my wife out about the most about our last cruise was waiting in lines. And we got priority boarding, so we could get on the ship. It didn't matter what time was assigned to us. We were on the ship in about 15 minutes from the time we got off of the Uber at the terminal to the time we were walking to the muster station on the ship. It was about 15 minutes.
Yeah, and see, like, I would say the same though without it.
Yeah, but then we got a lunch, so we went and got a premium lunch. We had filet mignon and stuff for an early lunch, and went and knocked out our muster station. It came with the internet package,
right?
Which,
And
to
but
me,
you
that alone was worth it.
And so here's where I'll rebuttal you, and I'll say, all right, you paid what, $40 a day for the key package, right? $40
Ish.
per person,
Ish.
per day, ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't pay the $40 per day. You got the food out of it, and you got in. But you got there also 10 minutes earlier from your Uber arrival. But I saw you walking in right before we did. I took a picture of you, and I walked right in after that.
I don't know. To me, it just took all the stress out of it.
Anyways, and I'm just saying, there was no stress with Royal with how they do it regardless. It was 100% better than Carnival. But also, I will say, if you buy the internet package separately like I did, I only bought one internet package. I didn't have to buy for my mom or my daughter, because that one internet package will let you have 4 devices.
Yeah.
So I paid $20 a day, not per person, but for one package.
Well, but then also getting off of the ship. I didn't get off the ship until 9 o'clock.
I was out at 8:30.
We had a breakfast.
Yeah.
We took our time getting off. I mean, in theory, if we really wanted to, I don't think we had to be off the ship until like 1 or 2. I don't know. It's just the whole not having to rush around thing was nice. And then when we got on, we gave them our carry-on bags. They took them right to our room right away, so we didn't even have to carry anything around.
I got the same treatment.
I would do it again.
We couldn't book the same rooms in, because then they'd make me do it.
I think I might just do it anyway, just so you have to do it.
So, but hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Just difference of opinions, just different nuances. And,
You love the guy in orange. You love the guy in orange, regardless.
Absolutely. You do too. You just don't know it yet.
I got a nice tan out of the deal. Look at that.
You know, dude, I went and saw my parents today, and my dad's like, "Damn," he goes, "if I didn't know any better, I'd think you were from the Bahamas."
Dude, it was. Yeah, I'm looking at my arms, and I'm like, dang, I don't think my arms have ever been this dark.
I will say, even my hands are tan.
Yeah, mine too. But anyways, we got on the ship. We did our muster station. That was the first thing. What do you got? A train going by out there, or what?
There's no raccoons today, but I hear
no raccoons. But you got the
outside.
Burlington Norther going by.
That's the Santa Fe.
I don't miss those days living on those tracks.
I don't even hardly hear half.
You don't anymore. You don't even notice it. But I only notice it now because I don't live by it anymore.
Yeah.
But we got on. We did our muster station right away and went straight to the pool. Nobody was there for like the first 2 or 3 hours, so we had the pool to ourselves. And man, that to me, like, I thought like waiting with Carnival the last time and getting on the ship was better. I changed my mind about that because I feel like getting on right away and just hanging out on the ship was the best thing because you got to experience everything with no line, no people,
And dude,
nothing
it's
at
like
all.
it's like you add an extra day to your cruise.
Yeah, and so like we got to experience the water slides with no lines, the pool. I mean, we were all over the place. We were getting soft serve like it was nobody's business. I mean, we were just eating the crap out of the ice cream and nobody's around, and you're like, man, this is sweet. And so I mean, we got in the pool and Lil and I were like, because we got in the Carnival pool and we were like, man, this is salty, salty, salty. And you get in the Royal pool and it's not salty, and you're like, what? And so
Their attention to detail on Royal Caribbean is fucking amazing. Like, for as big as that ship and for that many people, that thing is absolutely spotless.
oh, dude, they take care of their sanitary stuff there. Like,
Very much.
you know, you and I, we went to the buffet several times with the families for dinner, and the guy's in there for 3 straight hours that comes up dressed as a tomato or a vegetable. Washy, so you yummy, and he dances with that energy for 3 straight hours to everybody that walks by him. Like, you talk about loving your job.
And those people work hard. Like, everybody from that guy to the servers to the maintenance people, everybody on that ship busts their ass.
And some people were just straight absolute dicks to these people, and none of them are American people. None of them. They're all from.
They're working probably 16-hour days to try to make sure you have a good time, and you're going to treat them like hell.
Dude, it was nuts. And so, like, I watched some of that, and people just feel like they're entitled, even though they paid, you know, whether they paid their $500 for their interior room or their $1,200 for their suite, you know, like, they feel like they're entitled to something. And it's like,
yeah, it's like they lose touch with who they are. They think they're somebody else,
and those people's just stay their same regardless. Like,
you know, I can't even imagine what those people must deal with in a day.
No.
I mean,
So-
we were in the pool, and I don't feel like it ever took long to get another drink. The people serving us actually got to know me by name, ordering Coors Lights and tequilas, and Senor Curtis, another tequila.
none of them
dude,
were
like,
Hispanic.
What a good touch, though, you know.
I will say, like, Carnival had nothing like that, and I don't know if that's every Carnival ship. Maybe it was the Carnival ship that I was on was smaller. But they had nobody that would walk around and ask you if you wanted anything. Like, you always had to go get it.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
was
like,
so impressed.
you felt like it was a mini Vegas almost like even if you weren't in a casino everywhere you went, because there was always somebody wanting to serve you something. And even though like I didn't drink an ounce of liquor, like they were trying persuasion after persuasion on me to drink any liquor they could.
Yeah.
And I mean, they want to do that whether you have the drink package or not.
Exactly.
And so we got on and we went to the pool, and then we explored that ship. And man, that ship was, even though it's not their biggest, it's sweet, dude. It's a sweet
huge.
ship.
And like, you know, the promenade deck is the one I always tell people about, where you feel like you're in the middle of maybe a mall or even a street in New Orleans. You do not feel like you're on a ship whatsoever. I mean,
Like a Times Square.
yeah, I mean, they have parades. There's old cars parked in there, and there's entertainment to watch.
There's
It's not even an
restaurants. There's
entertainment
shops. Yeah.
It's just cool.
Yeah,
We sat at the Bull and Bear pub one night and listened to the guy that was doing the live music, and had some drinks, and I think you and Tina and I did, and that was kind of
Sat
nice.
there. And then the shows that go on in the middle down the hallway that are, I guess you would call it a hallway. I don't know. You know, there was constantly a show going on, singing, whether it was, you know, a parade. I mean, something was happening.
Exactly.
But
it was a lot to do. I mean, not one time did I ever get bored.
no. And so, you know, I got to explore. I explored that, and then we went back to the pool, and we found you on that first day, and you guys came into the pool and joined us after you were bragging about your filet mignon lunch that you paid for.
Don't be jealous.
Hey, you know, I like a good filet mignon.
It was good, man. I can say all the food and all the drinks were fantastic.
Yeah, the buffet was top notch over Carnival. Like, that buffet was huge. And I mean, it had every cultural standpoint available in that buffet, day in and day out. So, I mean, it fit everybody that was on that ship. I'm not joking. Like, they had something for everybody.
That's for sure. The one item that I got for dinner that first night, I get to the table and everybody was like, "Well, what is that?" And I was like, "I don't rightly know what it is." But that's right.
That was the first thing I pointed out when you brought that back. I was like, you look like you picked up some baby diarrhea.
I can say it did not look appealing whatsoever, but you gotta try it. It was
No,
some
you
kind of
don't.
chicken.
No.
It was some kind of an Indian chicken thing, but it was green and it looked just like baby poop. It was rough. I don't
You
think
gotta try.
I tried it once. I never got any more of it.
Yeah. And that was that same day that we sailed off. We watched all the ships go by and we're at sea. And what did we do the rest of that night? Trying to even think,
First
man.
night, was that the night we went to the Bull and Bear?
Yeah, I think it was. We ended up
Too.
sitting there watching the concerts, and that's right, because the kids finally got along and finally hit it off, which it was a natural disaster trying to get them to take off together.
God, the funniest thing to me is they know each other. Mm-hmm. They've hung out, they've played hard together before, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we haven't seen each other in a while, so now we're going to pretend like we're all shy.
Yeah, and then what gets them together is some Roblox. Go figure.
Yeah.
Like,
and then after that, it was on for the rest of the trip. They were inseparable.
Yeah, and so, man, and when we got to Coco Cay, hey, we were off the ship before you, Mr. Key Pass.
You were, but that's, just because you wanted to get off earlier.
Oh, yeah, dude, I wanted to get my money's worth. But what did you think of Coco Cay?
I liked it. I thought it was really cool. The beaches were perfect. I mean, I felt like there was enough chairs for everybody. There was enough to do. The pool there was fantastic.
Dude, that was like North America's biggest pool, right?
I was just going to say, is the biggest pool in the northern hemisphere.
That pool was huge. We didn't even cover the whole pool with as much as we explored that pool.
No, we only saw like maybe half.
Yeah, and I remember I walked with you down to the bar area because you wanted a drink, and I was like, I want to go see this. And so, I mean, we walked down, and it gets like 5-6 feet deep in some places going over there because they don't want kids over there. Mm-hmm. But then it goes around and it loops around and then it goes down the other side, and you're like, oh my God. Like, and this pool had thousands of people in it, so I can only imagine how many people were just urinating in this thing.
Oh God, dude, I don't even want to think about that.
Like,
you know it's happening.
well, you got to look too, because they put 2 ships in at the time, and they put Symphony in, which is their 4th biggest ship, and that holds like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people at once. And so you got their 8,000 to our 4,000. So you're putting 10 to 12,000 people on this island, and you don't feel crowded at all.
And it's not a big island.
No, but they have so many different beaches and pools
Yeah.
to spread you out, and then plus the water park. Whoever buys the water park, water park's a water park. Even though they got the tallest slides in North America, it's not worth $180 to enter.
No, that was the one thing that I was kind of turned off with, was that, you pay you might as well call it $3,000 to go on a 4-day cruise, and you got to pay another $100 a person to get to the water to park.
Yeah.
On an island that's owned by Royal Caribbean. I just don't like that.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, they got cool water park stuff in there, wave pool, cool slides, everything a water park has, but like we get that here at Waterworld for half the price.
Exactly. And it's probably bigger.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
But, scale of 1 to 10, I give Coco Cay a 9.5. I think it was really good.
Dude, and the food is on point for being free on there. Like, they got really good food that's included in your package. I mean, desserts, buffets. I mean, you got it. They have it there. And so the food's good. The drinks were included on there. I mean, I think I could have just stayed at that island instead of going to Nassau.
I would agree.
And been totally content, because going to Nassau is a whole different experience in itself. Which
it was cool. I wouldn't change the fact that I went there, but I think if we did another cruise that happened to stop there, I would take that as an opportunity to enjoy the ship.
Yeah, I think seeing Nassau once is enough to see Nassau.
Yeah, I agree.
But for me though, I never really got to explore Nassau either time I've been there, because we went and did the dolphin tour,
Yeah.
And so, and I would highly recommend going to Blue Lagoon Island, whether you get the dolphin tour, the sea lions, I think stingrays were in there, pigs, and a shark one. There's a shark one in there as well. But the first year, and I think I talked about this on a previous episode, was we did a dolphin encounter, which you didn't get in the water. You stood on a platform that was in the water, and you got to, interact with the dolphin vaguely. So this year we were like, well, that was a cool experience to do once. But now we see they got this swim with the dolphins. So you get to get out there with a life jacket, and you go out there and you're floating around with this guy, and he pops up out of nowhere every time. And I mean, literally, and you don't see him coming, and he's right in your face. And I mean, it's a cool experience, because you get to go in there with, 6 to 10 of us in there. And, but they group it to where you get to have your own individual experience per your party. So as you're floating in there, the dolphin will introduce to everybody in a straight line, where you just get to touch the dolphin as it swims by. But then it goes individual party. And they got some great pictures of, like, my daughter, because the dolphin will come up, and they did one picture where it's kissing her on the cheek, and then they let you kiss it on the lips, and then you give it a hug, and then you get to dance with the dolphin. So you literally get to grab its fins and hang on while it's dancing. So, yeah, and then for me, I haven't told anybody this, but it's on video, and here's my dumbass is, so, like, I watch everybody do this, and I'm not even listening, right? And so it gets to be my turn to do all that. And so she's like, "What are you drinking?"
Nice cold Rocky Mountain spring water.
You drinking on the job right now?
Absolutely.
You can't be drinking on the job, dude.
When you're
It's a work
digital
night.
creator, you can.
Anyways, it's my turn. And so they're like, "All right, Joe, come on up. Let the dolphin give you a kiss on the cheek." And so I looked over at it, and I'm like this, and I lock lips with it, not even thinking, like, instantly. And she's like, "No, you can't make out with it yet. It's a first date." And so she had the dolphin spit water all over me, man. Like, literally. So I did that, and I just got freaking water. So I got that picture, and then they come up, they do the one on the lips, and then she had the dolphin spit water all over me again, and I was like, oh, great. And so, but you do that, you dance, and then the grand finale is you get to go on a boogie board, and you lay down on the boogie board and you lock your legs straight and tight, and the dolphin will come up and push your foot across the water. So it's almost like a little natural boat ride or a ski ride across the water as you're going. And it's cool because we got a whole video shot of it.
Go pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, enough to like, I'd probably say at least 10 plus miles an hour, 10, 15 miles an hour for sure. So enough to create a little wake. How about that?
Yeah, hey, that sounds like fun.
So I would highly recommend doing that excursion.
Sounds amazing.
Tried to get you to go. You didn't want to go.
Yeah, they were sold out. Joe booked them all. Out for
I mean, Kurtis is a last minute booker. I mean, hey, he books. He's lucky he got an interior room and that he wasn't out on the upper balconies outside next to the pool. He booked so late.
I have an interior room. I had an ocean view room.
Oh, I'm sorry, an ocean view.
I couldn't do one of them interior rooms though. Like
you'd never wake
no
up.
Daylight, no window. I'd probably fall asleep and sleep for 2 days.
Like, what day? We missed Nassau? Hey, honey.
You mean the cruise is over?
We gotta get up? What do you mean?
What? I thought I only been in here a couple hours.
Sleeping in a dark hole down there. In the dungeon.
No, it was cool. Even our room in cruise ship rooms, it's like a hotel room, very scaled down. I never felt like our room was crowded. The shower was nice. Everything was clean. The bed was comfortable. The pillows were good. I have no complaints.
The bed didn't need any new struts?
Nope, the bed didn't make any noises whatsoever. It didn't need a service. It didn't need a grease job. None of that.
Didn't need to head into Jiffy Lube.
The cruise ship's got higher standards for beds than Airbnb does.
Yeah, they probably
My bed
do.
hadn't been to a demolition derby, if that makes sense.
Not yet. Not until Kurtis got through with it.
You never know.
You never know.
We'll leave that as a question for discussion.
Family show. Stay tuned for part 3 of Kurtis and Joe's vacation saga, where they talk about their time in Nassau, their time at sea, and their time at Cocoa Beach, along with a SpaceX rocket launch and some Universal Studios action. All on our next episode.
Thanks for riding with Kurtis and Joe. From mountain highs to tails on the go. You laughed, you learned, you stayed connected. Catch you next time, we stand corrected. Thanks for riding with Kurtis and Joe. From mountain highs to tails on the go. You laughed, you learned, you stayed connected. Catch you next time, we stand corrected. Thanks for riding with Kurtis and Joe. From mountain highs to tails on the go. You laughed, you learned, you stayed connected. Catch you next time, we stand corrected.